video is in partnership with ButcherCrowd. What if everything you've been told about red meat is wrong? For decades, we have been bombarded with warnings that red meat is a heart attack waiting to happen. But what if eating only meat could improve your health? No salads, no fruit, no carbs, just meat, eggs, and animal fat. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what would happen if you were to eat just meat for 30 days, and why it might not be as crazy as it sounds. Let's start with one of the biggest misconceptions, that red meat is inherently not healthy. Many studies claimed that it's linked to heart disease. Most of these studies don't differentiate between processed meats like hot dogs and unprocessed meat like grass-fed steak. When you look at the latter, the evidence starts to paint a very different picture. Red meat is packed with essential nutrients: iron, zinc, B vitamins, and complete protein. It's one of the best sources of heme iron, which is more bioavailable than plant-based iron. Now, when you only eat meat, you're basically eliminating all carbohydrates out of your diet. And when you do this, something fascinating happens to the body. You enter a state called ketosis. Without carbs, your body switches from burning glucose to burning fat for energy. And this metabolic shift has some profound effects. Your blood sugar stabilizes, your insulin drops, and you might notice a boost in your energy and mood. A lot of people experience mental clarity as well. Now, currently, I eat an animal-based diet. Most of my meals are centered around animal protein, animal products. However, in the past, I have done a strict carnivore diet. And when I was eating only meat for the couple of months that I did it, let me tell you, my mental clarity was insane. You don't experience the swings in your energy that you do from eating a higher carb diet. Your blood sugar is consistent and your energy is consistent as well. When I was eating a carnivore diet, I was eating only steak, ground beef, chicken, pork, eggs, and the occasional organ meats like liver. I cooked with butter, tallow, ghee, and lard, and used plenty of salt for flavor. And for electrolytes, of course. I had no vegetables, I had no fruit, I had no nuts, I had no grains. And let me tell you, this was one of the simplest diets I've ever eaten. And let me tell you, I was never bloated the whole time I was eating only meat and animal products. Bloating usually comes from fiber. And when you cut fiber out of your diet, even if you reduce it, bloating tends to go down. Now, of course, there are other causes of bloating, if you have any gut issues or things like that, food sensitivities. But a lot of the time, it's due to fiber. Now, before I get into some of the research on why eating this way reduces inflammation, why it improves your blood markers, I'm quickly going to tell you about today's sponsor, ButcherCrowd. When I decided to try the carnivore diet, quality meat became my top priority, and that's where ButcherCrowd came in. They deliver 100% grass-fed and finished, free-range, and sustainably sourced meat and seafood directly to your doorstep, Australia-wide. Their steaks, chicken, and pork aren't just delicious, but they're also incredibly nutrient-dense, which makes it easy to stick to a carnivore lifestyle. And one thing I love about ButcherCrowd is the convenience. No more running to the shops and wondering if the meat is up to standard. And don't worry, none of their animals are fed Bovar, which I know is top of mind for consumers right now. With ButcherCrowd, I know I'm getting top quality every time. And right now, they're offering my viewers an exclusive discount. If you use code HCK15 at checkout, you're going to save 15% off your first box. That's 15% off premium, ethically sourced meat. And with the option to pause, change, or cancel your subscription at any time, there's no reason not to give them a try. You can head to healthcoachkait.com/ButcherCrowd. I'll put that link in the description box down below to check them out. Now, one of the most surprising effects when people eat meat-only, zero-carb, carnivore diet is the reduction in inflammation. Inflammation is at the root of many chronic diseases, and cutting out sugar and processed carbs can dramatically reduce it. Studies overwhelmingly suggest that ketogenic diets, such as the case with carnivore diet plans, are linked to lower markers of inflammation. They've been linked to higher HDL cholesterol, lower triglycerides, and more stable blood sugar levels. So for anyone with insulin resistance, prediabetes, anyone who has weight loss goals, this can be a game changer. So who can benefit from a meat-only or carnivore diet? Let me start off by saying that this diet isn't for everyone. I don't think it is necessary for everyone. But it is particularly appealing to people who want a simplistic approach to weight loss without complicated meal plans or calorie counting. It's simple. You eat meat and animal products when you're hungry, and you stop when you're full. If you're someone who struggles with sugar cravings, bloating, or energy crashes, this diet could help you to reset your metabolism. However, I'm going to be honest. While it's simple, it's certainly not easy, especially if you have an active social life, if you're having to eat on the go. Don't get me wrong, it is possible, but it just takes a bit of planning and a little bit of discipline. A little bit more than a little bit of discipline. But if you're willing to commit, the rewards can be substantial. All of that is to say, the carnivore diet is restrictive. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And a lot of people can experience the same results simply eating a low-carb or keto diet that includes plant food. I think for people who have a lot of food sensitivities, who really struggle with inflammation, that is where the carnivore diet can be an excellent fit. But for the average person who isn't super sensitive to anti-nutrients and whatnot, eating a low carb, a smart carb, a ketogenic diet, they can all have a similar effect. And they're a little bit more flexible in terms of lifestyle. Moral of the story is, no one should be limiting red meat. It is a health food. And the results of people eating a meat-only diet for a month, for 2 months, for even longer, speak for themselves. Lower inflammation, dramatic weight loss, better blood sugar control, reversal of insulin resistance, prediabetes, type 2 diabetes. It is pretty amazing. And all from eating a food that has been so heavily demonized. Now, I want to hear from you guys. Would you eat only meat for 30 days? Have you done it in the past? Did it work for you? Did you find it sustainable? Was it too difficult? Let me know in the comments down below. I love hearing from you guys. I love hearing your experience. And if you're in Australia, before you go, remember to check out Butcher Crab. The link will be in the description box down below. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.